Cooper, this is Joel. It was sure nice to meet you and your dad yesterday. So here's the difference between the old gold and the new blue. And over here on our right, you can see you have about 80% of your body behind the ball at impact. Over here on the new blue on our right. Whereas on the old gold, you had about half your body in front of it and half behind it. And you see how much more your head is in the circle on the new blue, which also is much more like the tour players. So that's the difference in the setup, where the ball is more on your, excuse me, on your left, kind of on your armpit there, instead of underneath your nose on the new blue. And at impact, makes it easier for you to have your head in the circle while still being behind the ball. So that is good news there, sir. Again, this is on our left is how your swing looks as we started the lesson. And then as we kept going, got you from down the line here, starting out. Fantastic aspect of your swing here, Cooper, is that you're dead on that plane line on the downswing, buddy. So that is fantastic. Remember, I always said it's a little different here, that's more vertical in your follow-through. But now this is you starting out with that ball farther forward in your stance compared to where the old gold was. And the first thing I wanted to see was if you could just make contact with it. And you had no trouble doing that. So that was fantastic. You had about 10 or 15 balls that way. So even though that felt kind of weird at first, I'm sure, up there in your stance, you made contact with it very nicely. So that was fantastic. And then we saw that head was still back quite a bit through impact, and I said, hey man, let's see you with that better ball position. Now let's see what it'd be like if you felt like your head was going forward on the downswing more. That's what it started looking like. That was the practice swing. And when you went to hit the ball, you pulled it off very nicely again there, Cooper. Wasn't perfect like you suspected. It wasn't quite as good as the practice swing, but it's still better than what you started with. There you go, buddy. I like that a lot. And then I said, well, let's just humbly take a look at the other angle, see if anything changed for the better or for the worse from this other angle. And what we saw was that downswing plane was still fantastic over here on our new blue on our right. But then interestingly, the shaft was not as vertical over here on the new blue on our left. It got flattened out more. It got a little closer to being on parallel to the blue plane line there. So that was kind of nice. Which again will help you on down the road. So obviously you were hitting into the net all day yesterday. And again, we couldn't see any real ball flights longer than that 10 feet into the net. But I'm sure the ball flights will continue to get better and better for you, Cooper, as the spring and the summer and the fall goes. As you make this swing look better and better on the video. So it was great work, Cooper.
Hi, this is Joel. I'm here at Dr. Todd Elworth's office. He's one of the best chiropractors in the region. He's a TPI certified golf fitness professional, and I really want you to know about him because he can help you a lot with your golf fitness, just as he's helped my young student Taylor here in the last year or so.
How we met, Taylor came into my office with back pain. What we took him through is numerous screens to find out why he had the back pain. I don't only treat back pain, but my second goal is to find out exactly why he has this problem. So we analyzed him, we find out he has some certain weaknesses, we put him on some strengthening exercises. He's doing very well.
He's done great. He's had very little back pain, and that's mainly because he injured himself working too hard at the golf course. So he's done his exercises. He's felt great. I'm very, very thankful that Todd's been able to help Taylor in this great way. And I want him to help you, too, if you have any questions at all about your golf fitness.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlink. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment, and then we have the face-on camera angle also, and then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment, and we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com, so when you hit your full shot, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the stem meter, 10.5 on the stem meter, and 12.5 on the stem meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. And then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter! Ellie! Good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied and things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said, and it enables us to see some ball flight. And then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.